Welcome to this edition of the London Beat presented by T-Mobile. I'm Chelsea Cannell. Gymnast Gabby Douglas appears to be on her way to becoming America's next Olympic sweetheart. Our Dominique Dawes sat down with her mom, Natalie Hawkins, and filed this report with Samsung Galaxy S3 running on T-Mobile's 4G network.
Before the competition, I was a nervous ninny. I was tearing up. I can't imagine how you were able to stay composed.
I had to talk to myself. And I said to myself before the competition, she's either going to do it or she's not going to do it. And you worrying about it, Natalie, is not going to help matters not one bit. And she messaged me before the competition a little earlier that morning, and she said, "Mom, do you think I can do this?" I will forever keep that message. And I answered her back and said, "I absolutely do." And she said, "Well, okay then."
So when she finished her floor routine, spectacular routine, then Kromova goes up. Kromova obviously scores lower than her. You saw Douglas on the top of that scoreboard. What was your first reaction?
Tears. Is that my reaction? I cried. It was such a I couldn't even think in that moment. It was just relief. It was a huge release of just so much that I have been carrying around for the last 10 years.
Is it everything that you've imagined it would be?
And then some. And much, much more. Because I didn't see all of everything that would happen. I just saw, in my head it was, my daughter's going to train. She's, going to fight for her dream to become an Olympian. That was number one. You had to first get over that hurdle. And then it's like, okay, and then after she becomes Olympian, she could very well be, the first African American. That would be so amazing. And then she could share, that amazing feat with people with like the likes of you. And so that was exciting for me to know that she would be counted in a level and in a category with you and all the other gymnastic greats. And so that's what I thought about.
I want to know, what was the first thing that Gabby said to you after she won?
She said, "Can you believe I did it?" And I said, "Can you believe you did it?" And she said, "No. It hasn't sunk in yet, Mom. I'm still in shock."
And also, interesting enough, your young little girl makes history, but yet the talk of the town on Twitter is about her hair. What has been your take on that?
Well, you know what's funny about that? You and I had a conversation a while back about going natural, and you were trying to encourage me to go natural.
You should do it still.
And I was like, "No, Dominique, I like my straight, luxurious locks." And so when I first saw that, I was confused because I was looking at the pictures and I'm thinking, I'm missing it. Because I don't see what they're talking about. I mean, she doesn't have flyaways all sticking out. It's not, like it's, all over her head. It's pulled back into that ponytail. And I guess a lot of people don't realize sometimes when you put the hair in the bun because they're tumbling, and you know this as an athlete, you're tumbling and the speed at which you're tumbling is so fast, a lot of times it just spins right out. And if it's too long, it'll whip you in the face or it can catch you in the eye. So they kind of, people call it the messy ponytail, but you know how they pull it through, but they don't pull it all the way through and it stops at a certain point. But that keeps it from moving. But a lot of people don't realize that.
And I've actually answered a lot of questions about that. And as an athlete, you are not focused on your appearance, or you're not going to make those achievements and those historic achievements that your daughter has been able to make. Yes. One final question with regards to your beautiful locks right now. I've heard you've been hanging out at this nice little spa quite a bit. Tell me a little bit more about it.
P&G has created this amazing family house. And one of the parts of the house is the beauty center. And the stylists, the makeup artists that they've brought in are just the most kind, sweetest people you ever want to meet.
Thanks, Dominique. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the London Beat presented by T-Mobile. I'm Chelsea Cannell. We'll see you next time.